dumb fans, musicless dumb fans.
Musicless dumb fans.
We have no music. We have no production value whatsoever on this podcast.
Sorry, moms. She's the only one watching.
Steven's in the back rolling his hair. No, we don't have anything here. We're a podcast, we're a pseudo podcast. We're dumb fans. We talk sports. I've been talking sports with you for like, what, 15 years?
At least.
Yeah.
Probably over
Arguing, never arguing.
Yeah, not talking sports. Arguing about sports.
Arguing about sports for pretty much 15 years. But dumb fans, Harp, Amro. I think we want to touch on a little bit with the frenzy with the NFL free agency.
Yes.
So lots of stuff down the pipeline here. A few shocking decisions and some news that I was like really like set about. But it's the best time. Anytime it's football, I always feel like it's the best time because you can talk about football in the off season. You can talk about football during the season, preseason. You can talk about football. There's like trades. You talk about football. Like, it's a polarizing topic no matter what time of the year it is. You know, so let's dive in. We'll talk about some of the pickups. The big one pickup we'll talk about here is Walker to the Chiefs.
Yeah, this one was kind of heartbreaking for me. I mean, seeing Walker leave, I just don't know what Seattle was thinking. And now you go to my most hated team. I hate Mahomes. And this guy's such a nice guy, Walker, such a humble person. And I go to the Chiefs, he's going to get brainwashed by Mahomes.
Yeah,
I think it's a great pickup for the Chiefs. But I'm not happy with this one, but it is shocking.
Well, I owe you an apology because I thought the worst thing about Walker was that he won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. And now he's going to go play for the Chiefs, which is even worse.
And he could win a Super Bowl there.
Well, Kelsey's coming back.
Kelsey's coming back.
Yeah, he's rumored he's going to come back for a 14th season.
So he's not getting married this year.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where maybe it's like bride-to-be is like, maybe you just need to focus on football.
She's going to buy the team soon, eventually.
She's buying the team? They're like one of the richest owners in the NFL. Like they probably have like tons of money, but she's good for a bill, maybe two.
Yeah, she's probably got some percentage of the team.
She could buy the Vancouver Canucks.
Easily
buy the Vancouver. Yeah.
She should.
Yeah, actually, the Canucks are like worth like almost $2 billion.
Yeah, they are.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is just absolutely dumb. That's a dumb fan's take. Dumb fan's take. So I like this move for a few things. I don't think that they have a good running game. This makes them an elite running game at this point with Kenneth Walker III.
Yeah, now he's in the backfield with who's the other? Oh, they got Kareem Hunt.
So,
but they also have another one who is injured. Pacheco.
I guess Pacheco. Yeah, I mean,
but I'm guessing he's the odd man out now.
Yeah, unless we're looking to move one of those options out, which I feel like is probably the best move for them because now you sort of just have a little log jam in the running game there.
Yeah,
and Patrick Mahomes has been known to move his feet, doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. If you bet on him,
doesn't do it when you bet on him.
Right, yeah. So if you bet on him for 20 yards on the ground, he will not do it out of speed. He'll double down. In fact, he'll give you 18 and a half.
Oh, he'll hit it, and then he'll start going backwards.
Yeah.
He'll start doing kneel downs just to make sure that you don't hit your bet.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that you lose yardage on that.
Yeah, you lose yardage. I was shocked and just...
What's that play called? Is it a touchback or is it what is it called?
Kneel down. Well, it's pretty much victory formation. What they do is, what you're supposed to do is, I mean, what most quarterbacks do is kneel down right at the line of scrimmage. So you'll lose maybe a half a yard of rushing. The time we bet on him, he had about 27 yards.
Yeah.
We needed him for 20. He was running back 3-4 yards and then kneeling down to take off an extra second or two is what they said.
Yeah.
But I think that was the NFL calling, hey, you're over the 20. We need you to back up a bit.
Yeah. That's what that play is designed for, mostly to cost you money.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And the guy who designed this whole play is Patrick Mahomes. So thank you to Patrick Mahomes. I hope for everyone's sake that Kareem Hunt has like food poisoning for like the first 3 weeks or something like that. Just so they can start off without having to deal with any of that kind of stuff. By the way, if I'm Joe Burrow, I quit. I quit. I don't want to play football.
You pick on Joe Burrow too much.
I feel bad for the guy. I feel so bad for him. Nobody's doing anything in this organization, okay? And everyone around him has gotten better. And he's like, his hands are up. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go talk to Jessica Alba in Vegas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if this is a real photo, but there's a photo of them together, and she's like 10 years older than him or something. I mean, he's doing something in the off season. He's like, well, my team's not gonna get any better, so I'll.
Yeah, the only thing AI about that photo is his hair. Correct. maybe you get a haircut, Joe. It doesn't really suit you. So can we talk about then Max Crosby here with the Ravens? This is the weirdest story.
Oh my God! So what happened was Crosby got traded. It was a blockbuster deal. Someone coming back. I think there was some picks involved, maybe, and
2 first rounders.
2 first rounders, and then Lamar Jackson tweeted or posted something related to the Crosby deal. And then he went to Baltimore and he failed his physical.
So they did a physical. From what I understand, there was something there that the organization, the Ravens, didn't like.
So this is a past injury then, or he's dealing with an injury?
Well, this is the thing about this, right? First off, when you're making a trade for like that, if you're the trading team, by the way, you could do your due diligence and get a full list on what this injury is.
Do the physical beforehand.
Before you sign the guy, right? And now you're stuck with him in a situation where you're not a good team and you got to move him. But if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, we're like, we want this guy. We need him in our organization. Here's 2 first-round picks. We're good. Get the report. No, we're not good. we don't want to do. You can remit on your deal, which is incredible to me.
And what if he doesn't pass his physical? I get it. You put in a clause. It's like buying a house. You put in some.
Well, here's the thing. He had his surgery, and all accounts, the recovery time was what they didn't like.
Yeah.
So it's not like there, for instance, where yes, he did pass it because he had the surgery. But they were like, there's things here we don't like. So the faux pas was they decided this isn't enough for us to execute the deal, or that we did do it, but nah, we're good.
So with the Raiders now today, they're gonna try to get him fully healthy again. They're gonna get the best doctors, everybody involved. And then now what the rumor is that now they're going to maybe make a deal with him once he's fully healthy again.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe he's not going to start the season then maybe with Vegas.
Maybe not. I mean, the Ravens made a minor signing today to fill the position.
Yeah.
But if I'm the Raiders, they most definitely went with the best offer. So there's probably an offer there for Max Crosby.
Yeah, maybe.
He's going to make you a better team regardless. Yeah. I mean, if he's going to need to be out for an extended period of time, even if you lose him for 4 weeks, you're getting somebody. You're getting a player back for sure. Yeah. So there's probably an offer there that they could probably take tomorrow. It's just kind of hilarious that this is how people do. They're doing business the way I think I would do business.
Not the way you think. You have done business like this. In our fantasy.
You're throwing stones here, buddy. I can see your glass house. How's Robinson doing for you? How's Jack Hughes?
Okay.
Yeah. How's Heiskanen?
Okay.
Yeah. We're talking football. So that's a pretty weird deal, but I just think it's pretty funny. That's how guys still do deals. And I guess these guys are human because they're like, if we have an opportunity, you buy a car, for instance, and you're about to lease it, and then you're about to sign a particular contract, and you're like, is there any way I can get out of this? Actually, I'm not sure I want this Subaru. I feel like I'm more of like a Mazda guy. I don't know why I'm talking about Mazdas lately. But and you just go to the dealership and like, I didn't sign this part, so what does that mean? It was like, well, you don't technically own the car. It's like, okay, yeah.
I pass.
I don't want the car.
But I feel bad for Lamar. Like the way he was messaging, it seemed like he was excited about this move, and now it's not happening. Now you're resetting, and now you have to figure it out again.
Really like him as a player. Excellent quarterback. I have no sympathy for Lamar Jackson ever whatsoever. Anything that's been happening to him has been his own doing, and he has not been able to get this team over the hump.
Are you kidding me?
It's a dumb fans take. It's a dumb fans take right there. Joe Burrow doesn't have a choice. The whole organization sucks. But Lamar Jackson has had enough of a team to win a championship in the past 2 years.
Lamar Jackson has done everything he can in his power to go over that hump.
And yet he's not a winner.
And it's because of unfortunate situations that happen that are out of his control.
Yeah.
It's none of these the way when they got out of the playoffs or they didn't make the playoffs wasn't his fault. It was someone else holding that ball or not holding that ball in some cases.
Yeah, or passing it to some idiot, a tight end who again
The best tight end in that
run the
franchise.
ball. Run the ball in. Hand it to Mark Henry.
He had a clear cut pass. It's not even quite. You could have caught that pass.
No, I couldn't have, Hart, because he should have made that throw to begin with. Okay, that's my problem. Him and unfortunately Bozo there in Buffalo are in the same boat. Okay, they can't win it, and this is the problem. And I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't know anything about being a championship winning quarterback, but guess what? Neither do they. They're in the same boat as me. So that is a problem. That's where I'm going to have this opinion. And if they get a team around Burrow and he's still like, at least Burrow got to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did get to a Super
Burrow
Bowl.
got to a Super Bowl on like one leg, no arms, and his teeth throwing the ball. And he was able to get them that far. So I need to see it. I just want to see it. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. What do we got here? So Tua, released from Dolphins, signs with the Falcons.
Yeah, wow, that's a surprise for me because if you're the Dolphins now, you've given up on this quarterback, all the concussions, and I get that, but who's your next QB now? Like you drafted this guy high. This was supposed to be a franchise quarterback for a while.
Yeah.
What's your next move now?
Yeah, I'm going to say this. I'm saying this only because I feel like the general managers are running teams the way I would probably run the teams. Releasing two players of Tua and Tyreek Hill for nothing is something I would do. It's a dumb fan's decision. I don't know what they're doing in Miami.
Probably out of spite.
Probably. Yeah, I would double down. For sure I'd double down. Absolutely I would. I don't understand what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Where I get you want to release Tua. It might be a hard trade to make with the concussion history. It's tough. But then trade Tyreek. You can get something for Tyreek.
Yeah, get something for one of those players at least.
Yeah.
Now he goes to Atlanta. Kirk Cousins just got released.
Yeah.
So now
He'll sign for his 20th team for another.
I think he goes back to the Vikings.
He can go anywhere. Get $100 million. Kirk Cousins has the best contract agent ever.
But now the quarterback controversy in Atlanta, Penix Jr. and Tua.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a controversy. I think Penix is the guy, and Tua can be the mentor.
Tua is him. Yeah.
You know, that's unfortunate, but Tua's fine. He's got lots of money.
Yeah, he does.
And I think if you're Miami, you could have made a trade there, but since you don't want to do that, that's why you're Miami. Okay, so speaking of lousy, awful organizations, the Jets. Geno Smith.
We were talking last week.
We were talking all these options.
And you gave Jets a lot of options. I'm sure they were watching.
The five people.
And they went out of left field on this one.
As they do, because they're the Jets.
Geno Smith? I don't know. This one I don't understand. I'm not big on Geno Smith and him going to the Jets. Doesn't make sense to me. Does Pete Carroll follow?
To the Jets? No, Pete Carroll has some sense about himself, at least. He tried it with the Raiders. You know, the problem with a team like the Jets is that they just really love shooting themselves in the foot. And I just think that this is an organization that could have looked at a wide open free agency. You know, you can't tell me that Kyler Murray wasn't going to be a better option there.
Yeah.
He would have been a way better option.
Maybe he didn't want to go there. Maybe they did.
I don't blame him, but it's still New York. You know,
Yeah.
You know, you're in New York. You get to be a quarterback in New York. It's not the New York Giants, but you're the Jets. There's a lot of history there.
So now you have Geno Smith and your boy Justin Fields fighting for that quarterback.
It's not a
position.
fight. It's not a fight. It's as much of a fight as your foot to an ant. Okay, the quarterback position. And fundamentally, I don't know much about sports. But fundamentally, I think the quarterback position is tailored where one person is sort of like curated to throw the ball at any point in the football game. Justin Fields doesn't do that ever. In fact, he reads your comments and goes, still not going to do it. What he should be is either a receiver or a running back. That's what he should be.
I think he's more fitted for a running back the way he does run the ball.
You know what? He should be a Zamboni driver, actually. They should run him on the Zamboni on the field every time before the game. I know it's a different sport, but I don't care. That's about it makes as much sense as Geno Smith to the Jets. I do like this. Malik Willis to the Dolphins.
Oh, well, there's that quarterback void, but is he a starter?
I mean, I think Tua's got the better arm.
Yeah, definitely.
know-
Definitely that's a downgrade from Tua.
Yeah.
A healthy Tua. Sorry.
Healthy Tua. Yeah. A healthy Tua. I mean, there was that year him and Tyreek were just lighting up the league.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just unfortunate. I do feel bad for the guy. Evans to the 49ers. I think this is a really good move for the 49ers. I think it's a bad move for Evans.
I think it's a needed move for the 49ers. And I think it's a great move for Evans. Why not? You're going to retire in San Francisco?
You got Brock Purdy as your quarterback.
Brock Purdy's a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback as a manager. Like he manages the field well. So but Niners, they needed that number 1, number 2 wide receiver. They have Kittle, Ayuk. I don't know if he's still going to be injured or if he's going to be back by next year. But
I don't think Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. He's awful. He's terrible. It's a dumb fan take. I don't care though. You suck, Brock Purdy.
He went to the Super Bowl
And lost.
and he still went to.
So not only lost, you gave up a massive lead to your boy, Patrick Mahomes. Okay?
My boy?
Yeah, your boy. Yeah, he's your boy. Okay. A game manager in my mind is Sam Dalton. That's a game manager. Okay. Russell Wilson. That's a game manager.
Yeah, they are bad. I mean, okay. What you have to give Purdy is Purdy can win you football games. And he has. He's shown that.
The team has won you games. Okay. Because the team.
So
is really good.
okay, this is
You got the best running back in the game, and you still have a top 20 wideout now that you have. So prove me wrong there, Brock Purdy. You can be like, if you win the Super Bowl, I will eat. What's the worst thing I could probably eat here? What's that really awful pie? Rhubarb. I'll eat a rhubarb pie on this podcast for 15 minutes if you win the Super Bowl with Mike Evans as your wideout. Okay.
But anyways, I think it's a good move for the Niners. They get Ayuk, they're back. They have Evans and Kittle as an option, and then you got McCaffrey, who's
Yeah, when you get that team healthy for 2 weeks, they're really good. It's the other rest of the season that's the problem.
well, the all they need him for is the playoffs. As long as everybody's healthy for the playoffs, they'll be a good team.
Yeah, so you bring out a guy who also has injury issues. Let's see how that goes. Pittman to the Steelers. I didn't know this actually.
It's traded. So Pittman got traded. I think you could probably pull that up there. I forgot who it was for.
Traded from the Indianapolis Colts in exchange for a late round pick.
Yeah, which is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Steelers, I don't know what their QB situation is yet, but having Pittman and DK on the other side, I mean, those are really good options. And they got that great tight end, Freiermuth or someone like that.
Yeah. Well, look, Jets fumble the ball. Kyler Murray, get your call from Pittsburgh. That's the team that you should go to then. Because if you got the whiteouts now,
Or do they wait for Rodgers to make a decision?
no, they're going to still sign Rodgers.
They're still going to
Because that's how dumb it is in this league that Rodgers still gets a job. So they're going to have Kyler Murray and Rodgers duke it out for the number 1 spot. Yeah. In fact, they'll have it's not even going to be game to game. It'll be quarter to quarter. Kyler Murray will come in for 1 quarter, and Rodgers will come in for the other quarter. And then they'll lose 40-0. Rodgers, go away. Just go away, man. Like, seriously, dude. Okay, so I don't want to talk about this one yet. Let's talk about Montgomery to the Texans. I don't think adding more offense was the Texans' problems. I think big game mentality is their issue. I think it might be the coaching a little bit too. But I like Montgomery to the Texans.
I like Montgomery to the Texans. I don't like it for the Lions for just giving up on Montgomery.
No idea what they're doing.
Because Gibbs and Montgomery together were just unstoppable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great move for Texans. They get a great running back.
Yeah.
They already have Chubb, I think, back there and someone else. They have 3. I'm guessing Chubb's the odd one out on that one.
Yeah. I mean, they got an all-world whiteout who's really great. The offense has never been the problem here. You know, to me, it's going to be
Well, the quarterback was in the playoffs last year.
sure, but the defense also.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
put up a lot of points, way too many points.
Well, defense played well. I think it was more on the quarterback.
They lost to the most overrated team.
But he threw like 6 interceptions.
That's my point. Okay, they made this defense look all world. The Patriots defense look all. Wait till they place an actual defense in Seattle and see what actually happened. Yeah, it's an awful division. So I will say that with a team like that, in my mind, I think the Lions will be fine. Dan Campbell's a great coach. He's not as good a coach as the guy in Chicago. The guy in Chicago is really, really good. But
Speaking of the Chicago,
yeah, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. Yeah, let's talk about the Bears. Yeah, the Bears made a stupid, boneheaded move by sending their most clutch wide receiver in Moore to the Bills, the least clutch team in the world.
This is a great move for the Bills. Bills needed that number 1 receiver.
Okay, Bills need a lot of things. Okay,
Yeah, that's all they need. Right? This is the Bills.
This is their year.
This is the Bills.
The Bills' year.
New stadium, new Bills team. Moore's going to be the anchor in that wide receiver field. And yeah, I don't know what the Bears were thinking. What were your Bears thinking?
no idea. You know, this is the off season. You had the greatest season you could have in 12 years to go from the worst kind of off season, and it's not going to be the Bears next year. It's going to be the Brampton Bears, Brampton, Ontario Bears, because they can't find a stadium to save their life. And Moore will lamp the league. We're playing in Buffalo. I think there was still.
What if the Bears sign Hill?
I mean, I would be okay with Hill. Yeah, I mean, I think Odunzia is still like the guy for them.
Yeah.
But Moore is clutch, and he's a Chicago Bear.
He is.
You know, he's a synonymous Bear. So I think that was a character mistake in the locker room. Big mistake for the Bears. Not happy about that. But we're gonna keep an eye on the free agency here. There's still more things on the pipeline for sure. Lots of rumors, so we'll keep an eye on it. We want your thoughts. Please like and subscribe. If you're watching this podcast, can you just tell us who you are? Because really, really great. We don't know if this is even a thing. Okay? Some guys taking our music, or we're not even a thing, bro. we're not even a thing. You're picking on us. You know what I mean?
Maybe we are. That's why they're stealing the music now.
Maybe. So place your comments below. Let us know some trade rumors or free agency rumors in the NFL that you're excited about that could be happening. We'll comment. We'll get interactive. Dumb fans, Harp Amro.